Hi guys, welcome back to my Sunday video. Today is really exciting because we're gonna do a little bit of a story time. So people in my town ask me all the time, how do you meet so many famous people? Blah, blah, blah. I do a lot of traveling. My best friends all live like really far from me, so whenever we get together, it is usually for a purpose of a concert or a convention or something along those lines. So I've left a big space here to my left, and I will be inserting some pictures as I go along with this story time. I have a lot of people that I admire and look up to, and if I am ever granted an opportunity to go and meet those people, I take it every time. So the first celebrity I ever met was Tyra Banks, and I was 7 years old, and I was at Wonderworks with my grandma, which is this upside down museum type thing in Orlando. And I don't have a picture with her from that day because it was not a very good experience. And I'm surprised that I wanted to keep meeting celebrities after that because Life Size was my favorite movie when I was younger. So meeting Tyra in person, I was expecting to meet a real life Barbie doll, and that's just not what I got. Maybe she was having a bad day, I don't really know, but all I know is that she broke a nail, and by a nail I mean like an acrylic, and she requested that an ambulance come get her. So when me and a couple other little kids came up to her asking her for an autograph or a picture, she was not very pleasant. So she wasn't nice to me that day, but I do like her work. So the next celebrity that I met that is worth mentioning is Abby Lee Miller from the TV show Dance Moms, and she was super sweet to me. My friend and I went and took her class. She actually did an intensive at a hotel in Orlando when they were on tour promoting, I think it was the second season of the show. She told me I had really beautiful turnout, and that's just like one of the greatest compliments I've ever received still to this day. Yeah, she was nice. So in this portion of this video, I'd like to talk about the elephant in the room. This entire wall in my room is pictures of me and the cast of One Tree Hill. And I think I've briefly mentioned in previous videos that my obsession with One Tree Hill is what some might say is unhealthy. So I started watching One Tree Hill in 2014. My best friend and I, we will just like binge watch a show together. First it was Glee, and then we were looking for something else to watch, and we watched One Tree Hill. And ever since then, like, I don't know how to describe it. To some people it's really crazy that I'm like this obsessed with a TV show, but it's so much more than that to me. I have two tattoos. This one that is in the handwriting of Chantal Van Santen, who plays Quinn on the show. She wrote this out for me, and this is a quote that she said on the show. And then I have one right here that says, "Your art matters," which is kind of like one of the biggest, most memorable lines I'd say from the show. These two quotes mean a lot to me, and I don't plan on stopping there. I have a few other One Tree Hill related tattoos that I want to get. It's just so much more than a TV show, and it's hard to explain that to people who don't understand. But thankfully, I have a group of friends that I've met through this show that understand me and get me, and that I feel like I can be myself with, because let's be real, I'm a little bit of a fangirl in a big way, and they get that because they are too. So I've almost met every single member of the One Tree Hill cast. I have, I think, 8 more, if that I need to meet. I met Chad Michael Murray, which has been one of my top heartthrobs for my entire life, so that was a very, very cool moment for me. I met Hillary the first time at that convention, but I just got her autograph, so I didn't take a picture. But I have met Hillary several times since then, and she's also very nice to me. Sweetest lady alive. Also met James Lafferty, who you may know as Nathan Scott. I've met Bethany Joy Lenz, who you may know as Haley James Scott, and my queen, my number one, my everything, Sophia Bush. Meeting Sophia was the single best thing to ever happen to me, still to date. She did not disappoint. She was just as much of a queen as I expected her to be, and I will never not be obsessed with her. She's my favorite human, and I just look up to her so much. So the fact that I got to meet her twice, I never could have dreamed of that. So hopefully I'll get to meet her again in the future, because I just want to thank her for being such an incredible role model to all the people who love her like I do. As far as celebrities in country music go, I have met quite a few people in country music. Every year I go to CMA Fest, which is the single greatest weekend of the year in Nashville. It's literally just a giant party, and a lot of the biggest acts in country music will perform for free. So if you are a huge country music fan like I am, and you ever get the chance to go to Nashville for a week in the summer, go for CMA Fest, because it's literally a blast. I've met everyone from Lauren Elena, Florida Georgia Line, Keith Urban, like the man, the myth, the legend himself. Like, are you kidding? I've met my queen, Kelsey Ballerini, several times. She is also one of my favorite humans in the entire world. So the fact that I've gotten to meet her so many times and that she kind of knows me by now, I would say, is just incredible, because I love her so much. And Maddie and Tay, those are my girls. They know me by name. They call me Paige with the pretty makeup. And every time I see them, they're just like, hey! And it's just like my favorite thing. When I see Maddie and Tay, it's like my favorite reaction from anybody, because they just are always so excited to see me. And randomly, last year at CMA Fest, I met Jada Pinkett Smith. What? She is such a gem. Also have met Olivia Culpo, who, fun fact, if you guys don't know, my #1 celebrity crush forever is Nick Jonas. So I was like, oh, Olivia was randomly at CMA Fest promoting something that she was doing, and I took a picture with her, and I was just like, we're gonna fight. No, but she was really sweet too. We didn't say much, but she was very nice, and she's very pretty. As far as other celebrities go, I have met Sabrina Carpenter, who is the cutest little peanut angel ever. Also, Matt Timmons, who is Woody from Sweet Life on Deck. We did a scene together. He was one of my teachers, and we did a scene together for the improv class that he taught one time. And we had to play a married couple. And that was probably one of my favorite memories of acting camp, because it was so fun to like act with him. He's so much fun. Allison Stoner was also another one of my teachers. She was one of my idols growing up as well. Watched her in everything from Sweet Life to Cheaper by the Dozen, and I just fell on her every word and worshipped her. She also taught us a master dance class, which was great for me. And then last year I went to Playlist Live, and I met her again, but it was very quick, so I didn't get a chance to mention like, hey, you were my teacher 7 years ago, but it was cool to meet her. So, and it's cool to see like the comparison pictures of like us from then and now, because not much has changed, so that's good. So a random fact, if you are into music and you know who Black Bear is, his real name is Matt Musto, and Matt and I actually grew up together. And this is a picture of us when we were very young. I was probably 3 or 4 in this picture, and he was probably like 8 or 9. I don't know exactly how much older he is than me, but my grandma and his mom have been best friends for 30 years or so. So me, Matt, my friend Lindsay, may she rest in peace, and Lindsay's siblings, we all grew up together. We used to go to the beach together, family parties, Christmas parties, all that kind of stuff. And I knew Matt since I was little, and he was always just Matt to me. And when he was first getting into music, he was more of like the alternative, like punk, I guess you'd call it. And he used to play at this arcade that we had here in town that has been shut down, but me and Lindsay used to go to his shows like almost every weekend and just cheer him on. So to see what he has gone on to become, Like he's Black Bear now, and everyone knows who he is. It's just crazy to me. I haven't seen him in years, but I am always so proud of him from afar. So that's just a fun little random fact. I've met Molly Ringwald. I had like a 10-minute conversation with her, but I was allowed to take a picture with her because I was waiting in line for someone else, but she was in there and there was a delay, so I got to have a conversation with her and tell her, hey, you and my mom have the same name and I grew up watching you and I think you're incredible. And she was like so gracious, so nice. Also that day I met Anthony Michael Hall, who is from The Breakfast Club and a lot of those teen 80s movies that I know I love so much, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. I just travel and I pay attention and I stay on top of things like that. If I know that someone's coming to my surrounding areas, because no one's ever coming to this little town, I trust and believe that. But if I see someone going to Orlando or Jacksonville, like these bigger surrounding areas that are within driving distance of me, sometimes even out of driving distance, just depending on who it is, I'll just go and live my best life. And sometimes it puts me in debt, but I have faith that one day that's all going to pay off for me and I can look back and be happy with the memories that I've made. So a really wild moment for me was when I met Jesse McCartney. I've actually had the opportunity to meet him twice this year. Meeting Jesse McCartney was one of my favorite moments because along with Nick Jonas and Zac Efron, Jesse McCartney was my everything for as long as I can remember. And he is just the sweetest little thing. So the fact that I've gotten to meet him twice this year too, I never thought I would have the opportunity to do that. So it's just really awesome. So if you've made it this far, then I'm sure you're wondering about the time that I met Khloe Kardashian, which is my clickbait title, is it not? So I was in LA 2 summers ago with my friend Liz. We decided to go to Calabasas and go to the little mall that they have out there, go to Sephora, whatever. We saw that they were having an event the next day with Jen Atkin. Well, if you don't know Jen Atkin, she is the hairstylist for everybody who is anybody in Hollywood, and she's incredible. So she was having an event the next day. She either endorses Way or that's her company, I'm not sure. Way is like a really good hair product line. And so we were at the counter at Sephora checking out. They told us about this event the next day, that Jen was going to be there and that she was going to bring some special guests. And immediately I was like, oh my gosh, a Kardashian is going to be here tomorrow. I guarantee it. Because Jen and Khloe are best friends. So I was like, it's either going to be Kim, Kendall, Kylie, Khloe. One of them will be here tomorrow. I know for a fact. I will bet my life on it. We went back the next day, and I'll be damned if Khloe Kardashian was not in the building. So she was only there for a few minutes, and then we saw her leaving and nobody else had really noticed. So we started to leave too, and we met her right outside the door, and she was so sweet. And she's so tiny in person, so I can only imagine how short Kim and Kourtney really are, because she looks so tall compared to them, and she's only a couple inches taller than me, and I'm 5'4", so she's pretty tiny, and the camera makes her look really tall. I was like, oh my god, Khloe, can I take a picture with you? And she was like, of course. Took a picture. So sweet. She didn't have security with her, nothing. Like, she's just so down to earth and nice, and it was incredible to get to meet her, because I don't care. I love the Kardashians. I think they are smart businesswomen and people can learn from them. So I don't really care. Sorry, not sorry. So that is gonna do it for this video today. I am sure I'm missing some people, but comment down below who you have met and where and how that was, if they were nice, if they were mean, because I love myth busting people who have these ideas about people that they look up to and then think that like they'll be mean if they meet them. I've met a bunch of people from all different walks of the industry, and they've all been very nice to me. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these kinds of story times. I will do more in the future, an updated version perhaps for next year. And please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Click that bell so that you're the first to know when I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye. No, that's not good. No.